Hey guys, JH, welcome to the wind tunnel. I'm in the practice tee. About 75 k's here today, just ridiculous. Guys, what I want to talk about today is balancing the forces of channel lock. If we're trying to hit in this channel here and we're trying to fire the club straight at the golf ball here in a straight line, here, in a straight line, then we don't want the club and the energy and the body components to go with that. We want to just fire the club and the arms at the ball, but not this trail axis. The trail axis stays here. We want to balance. We want to have this force here that's going out to the ball. We want to balance that with a resisting force, a supporting force, a stabilizing force. Stabilizing force for the components that are generating the power and the force going out to the golf ball. Because we don't want to have this force going here, guys, into the ball and us going with it. Because that club can't go out there and basically their hands run out of travel and then the energy goes down the shaft and into the ball. But if we keep going and there's nothing to basically stop the club and fire the energy down the shaft into the head, into the ball, you won't have maximisation of energy. You just won't have that. So today is about today is so windy. Today is about balancing the forces, the firing force and the supporting force. And guys, it's really evident in most actions, like with a wood chopper. If a wood chopper's got an axe and he's going to fire it at the tree there, going to fire the axe there like this, he's going to go, wow, wow. He's not going to go, he's going to fire it this way, whoa, whoa. Whoa, and he's stabilizing here and he's supporting that outward force of the axe and the energy of the axe and the force of the axe head going at the tree. Same with a hammer thrower, Olympic hammer thrower. He gets here and as he releases here, that's the energy. It's going out there through the arms, but this here is staying back and buttressing against that energy going out there, because we don't want this going with that, because you can't maximize the energy release. If this keeps going and this doesn't really get to the end of its tether, you can't maximize the force. And that's exactly the same in channel lock. Precisely, we don't want to be moving to the ball with our trail vertical axis. We want to be here, there. That's what we want to be doing here. We don't want to be doing that, because there's no stabilization in a shot like that. None. Guys, the wind here is across and into us, and if you hit anything today other than a perfect golf shot, the ball's just going to go so far right, it's unbelievable. So we'll just hit one up here. What I want to do, guys, is I want to get here and I want to fire it here. There. Now remember, the release is always that type of release, guys. It's not that type of release, and it's not that type of action where we spoon the head of the club through. It's always a roll release, because that's a normal result of inertia. It's always going to be a roll release here, but the club head is not going to get around here. It's going to be there. It's going to stay in front, captive in front of this shoulder. It's not going to do that. Now today this is what I would term powering up channel lock. I've just been hitting the ball reasonably within myself while I learnt the protocol, And no point trying to, to hit it as hard as I could if I didn't have the understanding of it or the balance factors. But today I'm going to power it up a little bit. Just a couple this way. Almost impossible to stand up here, guys. So windy. There's a lot of hit on that. A lot of hit. And that wind's just ripping across here. So that should be taking that ball 30 yards left, but it's holding its line into that wind, which is a great sign. Now everything should start really to the right of that white post out there. And guys, while we're shooting down range, just have a look at my plane and see how my plane never changes. It just doesn't change. That's because I force my hands down on the backswing. Same shot. Guys, it really can't be anything other than the same shot. Now the wind is brutal. Now if the strike wasn't good, then you couldn't possibly get that ball flight. I mean, if the integrity of the strike wasn't good, you couldn't get that ball flight. You just couldn't get it. Would not happen. I hit this really hard, or just full. Now that was a huge gust just as I hit it, probably 70, 75 Ks. Just as I came into the ball, I just felt it and the ball got up and it just went. I mean, it's just brutal. The wind is just so strong across here. With a normal golf swing, without pushing it back into the wind like I'm doing, it'd just be 40 yards left. You'd never hold it. Now that's hitting it out into the wind and then letting the wind bring it back. Now I'm hitting that pretty hard, guys. So anybody who had any concerns about channel lock not being able to power up, there's plenty of power, guys. Lots of power. Lots and lots of power. I hit this very hard. Same shape. And you would think in this weather, guys, that you would get, you get some going left. I mean, they're really high integrity ball flight. And guys, the great thing about this is you can just rely on that. You just know that that is going to happen. If I was playing on a golf course and had water all down the left side of that white post there, it wouldn't worry me. Now that wind is gusting, and just as you start down, it just hammers you. You just feel like you're going to fall over. Five iron here, guys. Guys, just trying to prove the principle. I mean, you know, like I said, it's an infallible golf swing. And really, if you apply the protocol, it's infallible. You won't miss the shot. Just won't miss it. Just hitting a lot of balls here, guys, because it's very tough conditions, and I think it's a great testimony to the golf swing. And I've nearly been blown over a couple of times coming down. It probably gusting 80 on occasions. Now, for that ball to hold itself in that crosswind is just amazing. I mean, to have it to hold itself, I mean, it's just so hard. Just, whew. I just wish I had a balloon here. It would be gone. Now guys, I'm really firing that dominant side. I really put 110% effort into the dominant side, and balance that dominant force back away from the ball. Oh, that's an amazing golf shot under the conditions. And that's this, guys. I'm firing it here, but I'm staying here. I'm going, whoa, don't go with it, JH. Don't go with it. Well, there's no point hitting anymore. I mean, you say, you really could stay here all day and you're not going to get a result any different to that. I'll just hit a couple front on to just show you the action. The grass here is just, I don't know, I must be a lunatic. I just put the camera in such a terrible place. See here, guy, the club's in front of the shoulders. I'm powering that up. I'm hitting that very hard, very hard. This is the feel I get. When I'm finished, I feel like I can look through my arms. And I've never had that. In my normal golf swing, I've always had a wrap over release around the body. Guys, I'll show you a normal golf swing, down range, with a normal wrap over release. You watch this. Well, just if I was going to fire the ball down range today with my old golf swing, because I used to just hit a normal, pretty hard draw. Normal golf swing with a normal wrap over release against a really hard Well, it's hard for me to do that, guys, because I don't have a normal golf swing anymore. And I felt, what's interesting there is I felt so overbalanced there. But I'll try and conjure up the old golf swing. But watch this. Oh, come on, Jades, just do the old one. There it goes. That's the shot I'd expect with a conventional wrap over release and a forward ball position. I'd expect that every time. Now look at that. You couldn't play golf in this wind with a fairway or a green there. You'd never hit it. It'd just get away. I'll do that again. That's forward ball position and a normal release. There it goes. Just disappeared. And I feel like I'm going to do that. I feel like I'm going to hoik the ball. Now that's a graphic example. The only way I could hold the ball in that wind with a conventional golf swing, I have to start it so right with a big slinging draw or a big, push cut to hold it up. Well, why would you want to do that? With channel lock, you just fire it out in the wind and it just stays there. But what was graphic there, guys, that's the first time I've tried to do the conventional swing since I've been on channel lock, and that felt awful. That just felt awful. I'm just going to hit a couple of shots up here with my old conventional golf swing with the forward ball position. This is going to be funny. Now that's straight into the wind here. This is the old swing. See, I feel like I want to get over here. Now that's a straight drag into that wind because I got over here searching for the ball. Wow, I never want to go back to a conventional golf swing. Wow. I just don't want to go there, guys. I don't ever want to go there. I just better hit a proper channel lock here just to get back in the groove. Oh, thank you, channel lock. The difference in that shot is just so different. It's great grammar, JH. The difference in that shot is so different. But it's night and day. You can't mess that up, JH, night and day. So it's guys, yeah, so today's episode was, apart from seeing how good channel lock is in the wind, and it's unbelievable. I've got the camera with the weight on it there, but it still wants to blow it over. Okay, what are we talking about? Okay, counterbalancing force. Yeah. Club wants to go there, arms want to go there, this doesn't want to go anywhere. It doesn't want to feel like it's going out there, it wants to stay here. If you can actually get the feeling, guys, that you're back here when you fire it, like a batter would be when he hits it, here. First base, firing a ball to first base, or over first base, into the bleach, in the stand. That's the feeling you want with channel lock. It's all back here. Feel like a stork. 5 o'clock nose back. Now what's interesting, guys, this is why you've got to really have diligence. You've got to have diligence, really. Today, okay, the conditions are pretty awful and it's probably put me off a bit, but I haven't thought of 5 o'clock nose once today. And my ball striking is about 8, like the conditions are up, but it's about 85%. And I'm missing a couple of grooves because I haven't got 5 o'clock nose. Probably, fighting the wind I'm thinking about, but guys, you've got to be so diligent. It's got to be here. This is the golf swing here. That's the golf swing. That's not the golf swing, it's that. Okay, we learn every day. But I just thought I'd want to show you that today and talk about that counterbalancing forces. Wow, it's just got some guys coming, some lessons later on. I mean, they may just wuss out. Okay guys, really tough conditions, but I just wanted to show you that. Don't know what that's going to be like for visions, because the sun's not really in the right place. You might lose it. But I'm fiddling a little bit with my YouTube configuration of the picture, and I'm going to back the contrast down, and I think that might pick up the ball flight a bit better. I didn't even know you could do that. I'm a total novice at this, in anything to do with videos. But I noticed last night you can back the contrast down, so I might try that and see if we can pick up the ball better. You know, darken the sky a little bit. Okay guys, just have a look at that, and if we don't get blown off the map, we'll try and do some tomorrow. And guys, while I'm here, I'd just like to send out my thoughts and best wishes and prayers to Lee Como in Beaumont, Texas. I mean, he's going through hell. I mean, the poor guy. I mean, he's one of our fellow pioneers, golf swing pioneers, and my heart goes out to him, and I'm sure everybody that knows Lee, heart goes out to him. So buddy, we're thinking of you, we really are, and you'll pull through. I know it's tough. I mean, it's brutal over there. I just had some reports from some people I know in Texas, and they just said it's like an apocalypse. And so buddy, just we're with you, and we're trying to push back the rain and get this big orange ball to light the sky up again. Hang in there, buddy, you'll make it. We're all pushing for you, buddy. Okay, so think about Lee Como and send him a few supporting prayers. Okay guys, we'll do some more tomorrow.